I watched the president belittle the term woke, which is to have awareness of systemic injustices, prejudices, especially those related to human and civil rights. Now, human rights should always be our first and main aim, because without you being a human, you can't get any kind of civil rights. And it appears that we have always wanted aristocracy and suits to represent us. And when they lie and only represent themselves, we act like we are surprised. Well, I challenge the illusions. You see, all I see is garbage cans wearing a suit. You see, when we lie, it's a felony. Go to jail. But when they lie, it's politics. But I don't fault them anymore because we put them in office. But they're trying to do it where we are excluded from the voting process. Why I challenge all those illusions? Because I understand that the song We Salute was penned by a slaveholder, not a liberator. Our ancestors were property. Our names are signed by conquerors and our birthright buried under layers of deception. It is time to question every little, every checkbox, every narrative that keeps us tethered to someone else's story. My name will be what we and I decide, rooted in a legacy that we already have and that we forge today. Rising together, we owe it to our ancestors who endured the worst genocide in human history. To stand tall and united, this is not a lone crusade, it is a collective revolution of mind and spirit. When we speak truth, organize in community, and demand genuine representation, we shake the very foundations of every institution built on our suppression. See, I'm at a defining moment in history. For nearly 150 years, the promise of citizenship has been dangled before me and us, but the reality has been more shadow than substance. See, the 14th Amendment, offers praised as our shield, has functioned more as a leash, keeping us tethered to definitions and structures that were never built for our liberation. Today we break that leash. The woke status quo fears has been twisted, mocked, and vilified by those desperate to preserve the old guard. They don't want us woke, because being woke, truly awake, means seeing through illusions, rejecting narratives we were spoon-fed, and refusing to play by the rules of a rigged game. It means challenging power, not begging it for crumbs. The status quo thrives on our slumber. They fear an awake, informed, united people. They fear our refusal to accept names they gave us, the history they rewrote, the laws that they weaponized, and they should fear it, because awakening is contagious. We must awaken from the conscious slumber into a conscious state of freedom, a state where our minds and our identities, our economic structures, and our futures are no longer bound by the chains of the past. Our names have been switched like a title on stolen property, from Negro to African American, FBA, whatever, each term a chapter written by someone else's pen. Woke consciousness tells us you have to have answers to names that you don't have to answer to names that don't belong to you. You will create our own naming and our own language anchored in our story.